Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, laws of Iska, which is the permissible way in which a person is able to have a loan, which is really going to be considered a business transaction with Ribbis, with interest involved. And he writes like this: Gam yechidun lahasnes, a person could also stipulate shehabreiro hu biyara mekabel, that the recipient of this money has the following option, and that is shim yirtze laseis la'neis and kach v'kach. If he wants to give the investor such and such an amount of money, b'yada chelik harevach shaloi, which is going to be considered the investor's portion of the profit, yehei areshus b'yada, he is permitted to do such a thing. V'chol ma'isa revach yishar loi, and while any additional profit will remain his. Because if he does this, then he won't have to take an oath, since he paid the maximum amount for which he is liable to pay. And this way is proper, because the recipient will not want to take an oath. And it'll end up giving the investor the amount of money that they stipulated between them, regardless of how much the actual amount of profit or loss really was. And this itself is this heter iska that we are talking about, that is customary amongst us to do. Even if the recipient knows afterwards that he did not profit, or even he lost money, he can still give the investor the full principal along with the profit that they agreed upon. There's no prohibition. Since he has an obligation to take a shavua, a vow, he could exempt himself from taking the oath with his money if he would pay off the amount that they agreed upon. Okay, once again, as we said previously, these halachas are quite complex. Let's just see one more small halach over here. However, if there was an agreement for the recipient to acquire the portion of the investor's profit in return for the payment, which would make him have to give to the investor afterwards, such and such an amount, no matter how much profit there was. However, the makabel, the one that's receiving it, has the option of exempting himself in this particular case with an oath. And the reason is because in this case, it's not similar to interest on a loan, since if the profits were not realized, or if there was a loss, then the recipient has the option of taking an oath and not paying the stipulated amount. Okay, we're going to try to make it through these halachas to the best that we can. There's a lot of details which is going to get lost in cyberspace as we are going through this, but Be'ez Hashem should give us siyata d'shemaya to understand as much as we can. All the best.